He's just gonna be like this for hours. Let's put him out of his misery. There we go. So yeah, I've demonstrated it before, but you can totally kill enemies when they're changing. It's a little tricky to do, but you can do it. So, oh boy, this level in particular, actually no, let's save the game a hard save because, trust me, I just know better. I'm using an emulator, but you know what, that doesn't mean you don't want a hard save every now and then. So this is probably one of the more intricate levels in the game, and I just love it. It's got this really cool off-groove, like off-rhythm groove. And I actually cut myself off in the last episode. Not like I don't do that normally, but one of the things I love about Spyro 2, more so than 1, and even 3 to an extent, is the fact that all the levels feel non-linear, and that you can kind of complete shit in any way you want to. In Spyro 1, there's only hints of that kind of design, and that's not a bad thing, by the way. But, like I always say, Spyro 1 was a proof of concept. It really wasn't... They were just probably like, okay, let's see what we can do with this engine, let's see what we can do with this tech, you know, let's see what we can make. If it's successful, we'll make more shit with it. Maybe we'll make more gimmicks, different level combinations of enemies, etc., etc. And they did, and that's why I think Spyro 2 is a much better game. Spyro 1's more focused in terms of what it is. It's definitely just a simple platformer collecting game. But it's still not, like, fleshed, you know what I mean? And levels like this, I'm just getting adjusted, it's been a long day. I think levels like this demonstrate that they had the idea of how to make a linear level, they just didn't know exactly how they were gonna do it in this engine, I guess. Also, this is the only time you ever see this. Hang on a second, I don't want to get killed. Also, damn, those fairies are thick. Look at that. Thick and full of pudding, damn. Alright, this is the only single gem in the game that's like that, I'm pretty sure. Just a one gem. And also, this is such a minor gripe, but my favorite gem art is in this game. Spyro 1, I like how all the gems are cut the same. I do like how they do it in the other games, you know, there are different, like, cuts, but... Oh, damn, these fairies are cut, if you know what I'm saying! But, no, I really like the simplistic color palette and the simple gem shape. It's more... I guess I just don't like the color purple they chose for the 5. I know, that's really petty, but you gotta remember, I'm a weird person. If it isn't quite obvious, Baruti.
Thank you for releasing me.
It's like I knew he'd say that. It's a meme nowadays, but back when I was a kid, I always was disappointed when they'd say that because I was like, no, I wanted to talk to be like, to have Spyro say cool things. So, if you ever like, what was my favorite level in this game? This was one of them, but I could never figure it out because I was a dumb little, you know, however old I was when I played this game. And I couldn't figure out the second speedway, like, thing you're supposed to do here, which is kind of interesting because it's like the last time in the game you really have to make a use out of it. You still technically use the speedway later on, but it's nowhere to the extent you do in the last chapter and even in this one. But it's nice that they say, hey, remember this? And then that's my point. There wasn't enough stuff in Spyro 1 to really warrant, you know... Let's take an example. The speedways, right? So the speedways in Spyro 2, they take that concept, but then they say, hey, go for a best time. And when you go for your best time, you notice that, hey, there's no timer and I can look around, and then you notice, oh shit, there's like a little hidden bonus minigame in here. And then you play a little minigame, and then it's different. And then you realize that you can speed around like this on the ground in the speedways, and there's even sections of that built off of that mechanic. It's what I mean, it's like, how do you improve on a game like this? Simply doing the thing that nowadays you get fucking crucified for, which is, you know, making little mini games. But in this game, you couldn't really do that. I don't think you could actually pull that off. But I think this is the ultimate, like, gliding level? Well, maybe. So I think the one thing that sets out this Shit, this is the most annoying part. I hate this one gem. It's fucking bullshit. This whole world really does feel like they make you work for your glides. Oh my god, speaking of working for my glides, the lesser-known Gillette commercial. Yeah, this whole level set is just... Can you... Fuck you, dude. I even got a charge off at the end there. This is the only part of the game I really don't like. And you might be like, now Seth, it's not that bad. And you know what? You're not wrong. It's not that bad. I'm not that stupid. But fuck, man, it's not good either. I don't remember what this guy says and I don't care. 69 dragons, you know it. Magic number, perfect. Got it in the bag, shit on lock. So I never figured this whole puzzle out when I was a kid, which is really disappointing because it's not that... What the hell was that? Like, okay. I'm not really sure what happened there. Okay. I don't know, this part I couldn't figure it out as a little kid, but I obviously figured it out as I got older. I wouldn't be playing this game if I never figured it out. Imagine that, there's a world where I didn't do something. So you gotta go backwards, which is a bit fucky, but you should figure it out pretty quickly. Nope, that's not gonna make it. Like I said, this whole entire world is all about making really good glides and just trying to figure out how to angle yourself in specific spots, especially with the supercharge, because, well, Haunted Towers, you use it a bit too. Oh, shit, that's not good. Oh. I can't really explain it. It's not me being bad, but Spyro is a bit more rocky than he is in the other games in this one. Hence why you can do some pretty crazy shit that you can't do in the other games as well. There we go. In Spyro 2 and 3, you kind of don't turn as sharp, but you move sharper. I can't really explain it. It's just one of those things you gotta play the game and you just kind of get, you know? So let's go back down here and get ourselves the treasure chest. Also, that was something that Spyro 2 did that I begrudgingly accept as part of game design. And that they made you backtrack to certain levels. You had to go every single time back to one portion of each homeworld. And it's not a big deal, but it really always bugged me, especially like the hippo challenge. I love how this shit doesn't make any goddamn sense unless you've actually played the games, but I wasn't losing my mind. I saw a Nork right there, right? The big one, okay? Like, that wasn't bullshit. Seth, remember to edit that in and show it, see if it actually happened. Hey, editing stuff. Did you do it? Anyways, so what I think 2 does really well is introducing different movement gimmicks, like the underwater gimmicks, the headbutt challenges, but like the hippo challenge, okay? All you gotta do is you go into a place, you headbutt 3 things, and then the challenge is over, and you gotta go through a whole fucking, like, 2 different loading screens to do it. Can I hit him? Damn it. Oh well. Shit like that, it's a little fucky, but you know, they had to pad the game out somehow. But that's kind of also why I like... Motherfucker. It's also kind of why I like Spyro 1 a little bit better in that regard, because it's more focused in the straight up just get the items in the level gimmick. There's nothing that prohibits you from finishing every level 100%. I mean, unless you don't know where the secret areas and cool shit's at, and that's understandable, but other than that, you're not really gonna ever hit a wall. Like, I think that's the only other problem, too, is Spyro 1 lets you tackle levels non-linearly. Spyro 2 and, well, kind of aspects of 3, I should say. They make you have to go to certain parts in somewhat specific ways. Like, you always start off with Colossus. You always start off with the whatever fucking Yeti level is. That's not Colossus, I'm pretty sure. You always start with those 2 levels. You always have to do those first to get swimming. And I think that's a small price to pay, but it always really just bothers me for some stupid reason. Oh my god, really? We're really gonna go there? But shit! Come on, man. Are we really gonna go there? Did we really? Did we really just go there? Oh my god. Oh, I hit him right on that frame. That was fucking rad. You saw that shit. But yeah, we'll go to Haunted Towers next. I just want to set up for the next video. But that's something I always kind of don't like about that. Because then you gotta get climbing. And how do you get climbing? You have to get the gems to afford it. You know, it's not that big of a deal. But at least they made the gems have use in too. So I'll see you in the next one. Look at this fucking Yahoo. Stop that shit with your non-existent eyeballs. Oh my god, that's fucking cursed.